DG. Mark, could you capsulate exactly what the situation is with Fitzroy right now?
Well, it's a very interesting day, Bruce. Certainly Fitzroy just hanging on by bare threads at the moment. The AFL have basically stepped in after a 3-hour meeting this afternoon, as you mentioned, with Michael Brennan from Ernst & Young, who's been appointed as the administrator. The AFL will pick up the cost of this weekend's game. There will be a major meeting on Monday to sort out what happens from there on in. Of course, the Nauru government, the Nauru Insurance Corporation, decided during the week that they would no longer put their money in with the Fitzroy Football Club. That's come to a head. Just how serious that situation is was summed up by Michael Brennan this afternoon.
There is no money in the bank. There are no realisable assets on hand. There are some trade debtors, but we're unsure as to whether we'll be able to collect them. So unless there's some money forthcoming, we will not be able to continue to trade.
This is something the Commission will have to discuss and think about for the rest of the season. And, you know, it is of concern to ensure that, you know, Fitzroy can field a team.
And my role here is to assure everybody associated with the playing side that there's a game tomorrow. And that as far as the future is concerned, that will be resolved during next week between the administrator and other parties. And also probably to advise that we should treat tomorrow as a grand final.
So as you can see, Bruce, it is a very, very serious, a very grave situation for Fitzroy. They will play Geelong at the Whitten Oval tomorrow, and I have spoken tonight to North Melbourne directors, and they assure me that this in no way jeopardises the merger talks. They will continue. The likely scenario at this stage, Bruce, is that the AFL will continue to prop up Fitzroy and will help them see out the remainder of the season.
Do you think it might accelerate the merger talks and bring those two parties even quicker together, North Melbourne and Fitzroy?
Well, it was certainly the case early on, Bruce. We expected that merger talks might be finalised even over the weekend, but with North Melbourne across in the west, that's certainly going to be a big problem. But North directors definitely said this afternoon, this does not affect them, it won't speed them up. They've got a very long and difficult process to work through, and they'll be continuing to do that, but they are certainly well down the track.